Alright guys, well admittedly we haven't really been very good about recording things the last couple days.
Yeah, we've been having too much fun.
We do tend to ignore the camera a bit when we're with other people just because it's fun to spend time with people and be present and enjoy the company of others. So sorry about that, but we are getting you caught up. So we actually left McCall, Idaho today. We left Idaho completely. We're currently sitting at a rest stop on the side of the road in Washington. On the way here, it's a pretty boring drive, but we did see wildfire. Seems like that season's starting earlier every year. There's a lot of rolling hills, a lot of grain silos. Now I'm cooking dinner. We're having a little bit of steak and salad. And you want to tell them the reason why we left McCall?
We're going back for Canada round 2. So we're working our way to Spokane to get our new COVID tests. I lined up some more work in Canada, so hopefully the Border Patrol likes us this go around. And we'll see what happens. So we're going to try and cross in Idaho this time, which means we'll be taking a different route than originally planned if we do it. But stay tuned, we'll find out if we make it. No, it's a beaver dragging a log.
Definitely. Big news, guys.
We're in Canada.
We just crossed the Canada-Idaho border. We were there for about 2 hours, and the agent was actually very nice.
They were nice to everybody.
Yeah, all of the agents were nice to everybody coming in. It was an incredibly positive experience compared to the last time. So yeah, we're approved. We're going through Canada now. We're headed to Alaska. It feels a little surreal at this point because I had pretty much given up.
Yeah.
We're here.
We're only a week late, but we're doing good. We haven't seen a bear yet, but we will.
So yeah, we have some pretty strict rules to get through Canada because it is pretty serious. Their own citizens are still under pretty serious lockdown. They can't go from province to province, so for us to be driving through is a pretty big deal. We've got a bunch of paperwork proving that we are allowed to be here, and it has to be displayed in our dash at all times. We have to do some test kits. Later today, you have to do a test within 24 hours of crossing the border, even though we had negative test results just to get here. But it's just their process. They're just being extra diligent. And then, yeah, we only have a certain amount of time to cross. So we're going to book it pretty quickly through Canada, which is okay because we've already been through this section. So it is beautiful. It'll be a really nice drive, but
Yeah,
our goal...
some clips, but...
Yeah, we'll try to film from the car. You're not supposed to stop in the national parks, which we totally understand.
Luckily, we did that in 2019, I think.
Yeah, we've been there, done that. So, yeah.
Although we're going right past my favorite day hike, we can't do it.
Which one was that?
The tea house.
Oh, yeah. There is a really cool hike in Banff National Park off of Lake Louise called the Tea House.
Seven glaciers?
Hike? Yeah, Plain of Six Glaciers.
6 glaciers.
We actually saw glaciers calving there and a little mini avalanche. It was really cool. And then of course you get like tea and scones.
Who's rambling now?
At the tea house. I'm telling them what you said was your favorite hike. Anyways, we're in Canada. We're gonna film from the car. Not a lot of getting out of the car, but the main point is Alaska, and we're going there.
I almost want to go challenge accepted and say gasoline only out of the car. I'll even poop in the bucket if I have to.
Alright, well, we'll keep you guys updated on whether or not that happens.
You're gonna be a fiddler someday, but you better get to practicing before you're old and gray. your best years slip away. We laughed and joked and skipped along the way. Wondered if we'd ever be nostalgic for these days when we are old and gray. Sat with a sad old man in a dark cafe. I asked him what he's living for. He said not much these days. You are young, you best be on your way. If you wanna be a fiddler someday, you better get to practicing before you're old.
Big news, folks.
We made it to Alberta.
I saw a bear already.
Oh yeah, we saw a bear already too. If you haven't seen bears, come to Canada.
We crossed the Continental Divide.
Yep, that happened just now.
Which is weird, but yeah, now we're going into Alberta.
We're having to buy a day pass to get through Banff National Park.
Thank you.
It's
Oh,
thank you.
thank you. Just in case, what, we want to party?
So it's $20 for a day for us to just drive through the park,
Or
or
140
$140 for an annual pass, which we would only buy an annual pass if we knew that we were going to be able to use it on the way back, and we just don't know. It's just really uncertain how fast things are going to open up in Canada.
A fiddler, an astronaut, a man that's on TV. But do it, yeah, don't just wait and see. Cause you're gonna be a fiddler someday. But you better get to practicing before you're old and gray, and your best years slip away.
This is the Columbia Ice Field in Jasper National Park. Pretty cool spot. You can take tours up there on that glacier. We didn't do it last time, but there's a big visitor center here. So we're gonna pull over for a minute
Get
and
some food in us.
grab some snacks because we're pretty hungry.
We got 2 more hours tonight.
We've now been on the road for 12 hours. We left camp at 8 o'clock this morning.
Been up since 4 in the morning. For me. Earlier for you, I thought.
Yeah, I woke up at 2. What's for dinner, babe?
Peanut butter jelly tortilla.
We never have bread in the van, but we always have tortillas, so PB&J tortilla it is. Snack time's over.
Snack time's over.
Probably took 15 minutes.
Used our, yeah, did 15 minutes. Well, probably 20 because we're 20 minutes behind on what we were before. We should arrive at 10:14, and it's not sunset till 10:30. Did you say?
Yeah, 10:23 sunset, 11:15 is last light.
So it should be light still.
So that'll be good. And then Greg also sent.
It's like me off screen.
Why is that so small? His dad a message on our Garmin InReach to make sure that they know what they're looking at if we send them something. So sent a little test message while Greg was on the phone with his mom. It's a really cool device. So we have that with us in case anything happens, and we don't have cell phone service. Onward. Oh, dang. Look at this guy. Yeah, that's pretty.
Pretty.
Still got his velvet. Hey, bud. Yeah, good looking animal. Elk.
Elk on the right.
Yep.
Where is it? No, that's bears.
Oh, bears. I thought they were elk, but we've got 3 bears.
Mom and two year cubs.
Definitely grizzlies, based on the hump on the back. seems like it's 3 cubs. They're literally all the same size, which is confusing. Okay, that was pretty cool. Just driving along, saw 3 grizzly bears from the side of the road. At first we thought it was a mom and 2 cubs, but they were all basically the same size, so pretty sure they were 3 cubs. Who knows where the adult is, but they just moved on through. They're grazing pretty quick, and yeah, we gotta get to camp before dark anyways. But that was a bonus. We are still about 50 minutes from our destination, so we'll see what else we find.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me.
We're tired. We stopped to get gas. This is the town where we're going to try to camp though. So Greg's filling up the motorcycle and we will be looking for our spot in a minute.
It's getting kind of bright, blown out of my head. So we'll just go, we're going to just go in the dark. It's bright enough, you can see us. Just working on our COVID test this morning.
We slept at the Walmart last night. It's pretty loud. There's a lot of truckers going by in this town. It seems like it's kind of like a main thoroughfare. For our tests, it's kind of complicated. You gotta register your tube online on the portal. Then you have to do this telehealth thing with a nurse. So it's basically like FaceTime through their portal. I tried it last night and it didn't really work for whatever reason, so we're trying it again now. And then they give you this prepaid shipping label to drop off at their they have like the equivalent of like UPS or FedEx drop-offs. So I'm currently in queue to get a hold of a nurse, and we'll see if we can get the app to work today. All right, we'll see how this works. So she said we could put, this says you can put the label on, but
Probably don't want to get in trouble for reading directions going ahead of ourselves, so. You should ask her if they want us to drive a half hour out of the way or turn them in when we get out of the country in 3 days.
yeah.
Locate your label. You're going to write your first and last names in capital letters, and also your date of birth in year, month, day format.
Okay.
And once you're done, please show me in the camera. I will try to read those.
You blew it too.
Okay, perfect. And when Greg is ready. Okay, perfect. So you can go ahead and peel those off and place it on your tube. Your tube will be placed horizontally, and you're just going to put the label directly underneath that tube number,
Okay.
so that it's just basically aligning with the bottom of those numbers.
Okay.
And then please write down your tube number somewhere so you have it on record for yourself.
Okay. All right. Labels on.
Okay? Perfect. Once you're done, you can grab your biohazard bags, separate bags. You're going to put your tubes inside.
Okay.
And you also have something that looks like a paper towel. You're going to put that in there as well.
Okay.
And then you're going to seal the bag. And then please show me the bags in the camera. Perfect.
This one's mine.
And perfect. Once the bags are sealed, you will grab your boxes, separate boxes.
Okay.
Please make sure they're completely empty. You're just going to put that biohazard bag inside and close the box.
Okay.
You also have a little round sticker. You're going to use that to seal the box shut.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Got that.
And then you can place it inside your red Purelator bags, separate bags. You'll then remove the top aluminum strip and seal the bag on the white border.
Okay.
And then just show me the front with the labels.
Here.
Perfect.
You need to sit closer. That's good.
Jessica's.
Yep. This is mine.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So you guys are in a vehicle, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Will you be going to a drop box, I'm assuming?
So there's a drop box that's about 10 minutes in the wrong direction, and the agent that let us in was very clear that we weren't supposed to go out of our way, but I don't know how far out of the way is unacceptable. There's not a lot on the way to Canada, so I kind of wanted to Alaska. So I just wanted to ask you what we're allowed to do.
So technically you are allowed to drop it at a drop box.
Okay.
It's not an office though. There are specific drop boxes located. So let me just see if I can grab the link and send it to you.
Yeah, I think we found one.
You found one.
Yeah.
And it's an outdoor one, like it's outside of the unit?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
I couldn't
I'll just
tell.
send you a link just in case.
Okay. Okay, sorry you missed the beginning of that. We had a lot of technical difficulty because the call used up all of our data. We only get half a gig a day.
We are now parked illegally in the fire lane at Walmart.
So we had to drive around the Walmart parking lot to get their Wi-Fi while we were on the phone with the nurse. And yeah, it was a lot to coordinate. So I didn't record the actual taking the test part, but it was just like the last one. Put the swab up your nose and then
spinning around for
spinning
15
around,
seconds uncomfortably.
Tickle your brain, as they say. So next we need to find a drop box to drop these off and probably get some breakfast and then hit the road. Oh.
Did you have that? Is it going?
It's going now.
So I saw a lady. We pulled up in the fire lane illegally and parked illegally to get the internet for the test. So I didn't block the people smoking outside. And this old lady, I could tell she was looking at us and on her phone. I was like, she's calling the cops. Sure enough, about 10 minutes later, the cop just showed up.
Yeah.
He was super nice though.
He was. We explained what we were trying to get figured out and why we were stealing the Wi-Fi and why we were parked there.
You're good. I'll just stand here and keep talking to you while you guys keep figuring out what you need. So, but it's going to take longer than that. So I told him we'd go over to McDonald's. He told us to go down to Tim Horton.
Tim Hortons has better internet.
Is that in the same zone?
Yeah, it's just down a little further, I think.
Yeah, so we're going to go try and steal some Tim Horton internet.
Yeah.
And get this figured out so we can keep going.
Yeah.
What a mess.
Alright guys, we are on the road finally, about 2 hours behind schedule for the day.
Leaving Tim Hortons, that's not important here in a hoop.
Tim Hortons has great Wi-Fi from the parking lot, so that was super helpful.
Given to us by the police.
Yeah, so we got on the phone with both Switch Health Canada and the Canada Border Agency to figure out what we're supposed to do, and they said they want the samples more than they want us to take the most direct route. So
we're backtracking.
We are actually an hour past where we were supposed to take a turn for that destination, which is Prince George. So we gotta backtrack a little bit. It's unfortunate, but it's okay. I mean, we are just trying to follow the rules and make sure that we do whatever we need to do to get through the country and not get in trouble and be safe. So we have about 5 hours to Prince George, and then once we get there, we'll find the drop box. Greg really wants poutine, so we'll see if we can find a drive-through with some poutine, and then see how much further we can get today.
There's a little wooden swing down by
A baby bear on the side of the road. Baby black bear.
by the pines. When I took your hand and walked down to the dock, you told me that you loved me, you weren't ever gonna stop, and that's how I know I belong where you go. Someone's mama wore this dress in 1953. I bet way back then she looked a little bit like me in this vintage lace that we found on the road. In that dime store way out west we started talking.
That's our second black bear of the day today. The first one we passed at like 60 miles an hour. So by the time I could have gotten the camera up, we were past it. But that was a baby black bear, pretty cute, just hanging on the side of the road eating dandelions and stuff. So
Wonder how old that one, because that wouldn't be like a cub from this year probably. Maybe that's a year or two cub. I don't know. It's pretty
maybe
small.
It seems small,
It
but
wasn't
we
tiny.
didn't see mom around, and it definitely wasn't like
Baby
fresh.
baby.
So I don't know.
Where you are, where you are.
Big City Live. We made it to Prince George. We're gonna look for this drop box for our test kits, and then we're on the hunt for some poutine.
Yeah.
Okay, samples are dropped off. It was confusing at first because the only drop boxes on the outside were Canada Post, which is not the carrier we were supposed to use.
And we're not allowed to go into buildings, but the thing was in the
Drop box
building.
is in the building, so I went inside with my mask on and put them in the drop box. So that is done.
Done.
Now?
4 more hours of drop. Well, Wendy's,
Wendy's poutine.
hopefully. And then 4 more hours of drive.
Yeah. We are at Wendy's. Greg got some poutine.
Eat fresh. Isn't that the Subway?
Yes.
I got some poutine.
Greg didn't want to share it with me, so I had to get my own.
Yeah, she got her own.
I got the mini one. See how it is. They look like actual cheese curds.
Very salty.
It's actual squeaky cheese.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is very salty. But it doesn't matter because
We're hungry.
we're hungry and we need to eat quickly.
And we got Frosties too.
All right, we got our poutine, we got our gas. We picked out where we're gonna go.
It says we're ahead.
We picked out a spot 4 hours from here, so we should get there around 7.
Early night.
Yeah. Which we had a late start today and didn't sleep well last night, so I think we're okay to do that. And
If
then
we're feeling good, we'll have 2 10-hour days the next 2 days, so
Yeah.
we might want to get ahead.
Whoa.
Woo!
Jeez. Yeah. Anyways,
There's a car coming in hot. What is up with people parking
another
in the middle of the road?
4-hour drive. We'll get to our camp tonight.
I thought it was a bear cub. But then I saw it, I'm pretty positive it was a black fox. Is it over the hill, right?
I think so. Oh, there it is. Holy cow! Look at that.
It's a black
Oh my
fox.
god! It's just like.
Oh, we got something making weird noise.
Oh, that's us? Oh shit. Oh, he's spooking. ProMasters have a tendency to get rocks in the brakes. We've had them in the front brake in our old van multiple times. We think that's what's happening in this rear brake. We've never had it in the rear before, so it's a weird noise. We can't really see where it's coming from. We're gonna take the tire off and see if we can figure it out. There's no point in driving with it making a weird noise because if it just wears out the brakes, then we'll have to replace them. So hopefully it's an easy fix and we figure out what's causing it.
All right, we are done making our mess. Got sweaty again. And Jess is now putting everything away in the back again. We had to dig down to our tool bin, which is our bottom bin, because we ideally need that one the least. But we've been getting into it quite a bit lately. We think we solved the problem. but we won't know until we start driving again. Luckily, on this one random side street an hour from town, we had 3 people stop in like 10 minutes to ask if we needed help, because they actually live up this road. So if it is a major issue, which I think we fixed it, but if it is a major issue, Butch lives up the way. He told us to pull up to the house with all the antlers. That we won't miss it. He's got a shopping tool, so we may head up there if needed, but ideally it's fixed so we can get back on the road. So I blame that one on Black Fox turnaround.
Got some McDonald's poutine.
It's a 3 poutine day. What did we start with? Was that yesterday or was that today?
Wendy's for lunch.
We had Wendy's for lunch. Then we went to A&W. And while we were at A&W, I was like, well, we should probably try McDonald's too. So this is the McDonald's one. It comes in a nice poutine box. I think I say it wrong, because usually they say Surrey anytime I ask anything here.
Greg has enunciation problems too, though.
So the Wendy's was really salty. I kind of liked it. The A&W had the thickest fries, but I thought the gravy was a little bland, so it might have needed some pepper. And the McDonald's is like extra cheesy, but it's a little soggy. But they hooked it up cheesy and lots of gravy.
Wendy's had the real squeaky cheese too, so if we get the cheese from Wendy's, the gravy from McDonald's, and the fries from A&W, it might be perfect.
Yeah, supposedly this place called
Harvey's
has the best. So leave a comment below if you've had Harvey's and compared to these guys, or what the best fast food poutine is.
Yeah, we're only allowed drive-thrus, people, so.
Yeah.
Good morning. We have already driven 3 hours this morning from where we slept last night. And we stopped for some gas and some breakfast. So we're just having some smoothies at this random, literally middle of nowhere gas station.
And it's at a fork in the road.
At a fork in the road. We are probably going to try to get 10 hours of driving in today. So we have a solid 7 hours still, maybe more, depending on how Greg feels. And we already saw 3 bears roadside this morning. That's about it.
Yep. And try and take a break every 3 hours or so today and see if it keeps my ankles from swelling up.
Yeah, we're having some poor circulation problems from sitting all day. But day 3 of Canada. So far, so good. 3 roadside bears. One of them was, we were going way too fast. But there was 2 right next to each other, and they were decent size. And then we were able to stop and get some video and pictures of them. So
yep.
That's about it. Onward after this. Greg spotted bears number 4 and 5 in the
Dos
day.
mas bears. One's going up in the woods already, though. Looks like it, unless that's number 6.
The road's not very wide here, so it's not a great spot.
So the first one, yep, they're both here still.
Okay.
Just chilling. Hi guys. Yeah. So I think a lot of the black bears are just really small out here.
Yeah, those are the biggest ones we've seen yet. Pretty good looking bears. Some wildlife on the road.
But they're definitely horses going right down the middle of the road.
5 horses that seem to be kind of freaking
He's
out.
got this little harness thing on though, so someone owns them.
Wonder if they know that they're over here.
Probably not.
Interesting.
This one looks to be a little hobbly.
Yeah.
He's got a bell on.
Hopefully they don't get hit by cars.
Yeah.
I don't know, then what?
Hypothermia. Obviously. Big climb to the caribou right here.
This milepost guide that we have says that there's caribou on Nat Pass, which is right after that river crossing. So we'll see if there's any or not.
Pretty small, huh?
Yeah, not quite as small as one yesterday. Yeah, he's just chilling. We got some in the middle of the road.
Oh, it's a bird eating something.
Oh, it's a bird.
Dragging it off the road. Look at him dragging it. What is it? No, it's a beaver
That's
dragging a log.
Definitely not a. Oh my
It's a
god.
beaver dragging a log.
Oh. Well, that was pretty cool.
Back on the road. Bunch of bugs and everything.
We've only seen a couple beavers, never one dragging a log across the road. So
I tried to get a picture with the zoom lens, but he was too far already because he was cruising.
He basically was like going down a controlled slide down that hill, and then by the time he got to the bottom, it was too hard to see him. But
He pre-felled a couple other trees though.
yeah, he's doing some work. We're about to cross from British Columbia into Yukon territory. Pretty
YT.
exciting.
You call them YT?
Sure. I don't know. Sounds good.
You got a
We got some
dog.
kind of check stop that we have to stop at. I don't know what's going on.
Hello. Am I? We're coming from Idaho. Sure.
COVID-19 check stop, apparently.
We're not supposed to stop at all, but we're check stopping here. I don't know what we're checking.
I don't either.
We're healthy, we're driving really fast. Right?
Yeah.
Per the rules.
If she asks for any paperwork, I'm gonna have to get it from the back because
What
I don't have it.
paperwork?
Like the thing they gave me to be here.
Hey,
How are
Hi.
you?
how you doing?
Good.
Where you guys come from?
Idaho.
Idaho?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Alaska.
Alaska? Any symptoms?
No.
No.
No? Can I see some ID?
Yeah.
I'm just writing your license plate down.
Sure.
Right, you guys have a safe trip?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Get 2 welcome pens to the Yukon territory. We've been good about our hand sandy too.
Yeah. So we've just signed our life away to tell them that we will be out of the Yukon within the next 24 hours.
So it's been a week since we've showered. This is day 4 in Canada.
Yeah.
We don't know how much further we got because we haven't had cell signal for
A long
300-400 miles now. And our maps no longer work. So we're going to do a separate video of prepping for driving to Alaska like we did for Baja at some point. But yeah, we slept in this rest area last night because we weren't allowed to sleep in the provincial parks or rec sites. So rest area west side of the road, and this car's coming in hot, so I'm gonna wait a minute. But yeah, we think we have maybe 8.5 hours to the border today. We'll find out though once we get service the next go around.
Had a very interesting morning so far. There was a guy on the side of the road that kind of waved us down when we drove by, and he ran out of gas. There was a trucker there that had diesel, so he couldn't help.
We didn't have a hose to siphon.
We couldn't siphon gas for him, but we happened to only be about 15 minutes from this town, so we drove him here, and The trucker was already here when we got here. Some good karma paid off already. The trucker told us that there's a shower in this laundry building for this RV park and that the truckers use it and they don't care and that we're welcome to use it. And like Gray had said, we haven't showered in a week, so
We're gonna poach
this
it.
is gonna be pretty awesome. So regarding the guy without gas, he's gonna buy a gas can and hitch back, and it sounds like there's not gonna be a problem.
Lots of traffic today.
Yeah, we saw a cop hanging out outside the motel too, so
Hopefully,
worst case,
hopefully
he
he
might
gets
be able
back
to give
pretty
him a
soon.
ride. So we're gonna take some showers now.
It's coming on, and you cry to see a shadow, babe. It's growing long across the lot. Another song. Sometimes in my silence, before the city glow, I still recall the nights when I could hear you breathing low, and I caught you breathing low.
Got a day 4 update for you. We are so close to Alaska, but the last part of this drive is probably the worst road. Not probably, it is the worst road that we've driven on this whole time. People had told us it's worse than Baja. We don't think it's worse than Baja, but it definitely requires a lot of concentration. There are sections of gravel that are pretty bad. There's a lot of frost heave up here, so basically there's a road that's like built on a wetland, and every winter it freezes and thaws, and it basically just like creates these huge dips and cracks in the road. So navigating through all of that has been a challenge. But we're almost there. We should be able to turn in our paperwork at the Canadian Border Agency here within the next half an hour, hopefully less, and then we'll be in Alaska. We made it to Alaska!
We made it to Alaska.
Greg's actually really excited, but we're very tired from the drive. It was a marathon. 4 days driving straight through Canada, but we're here in the 49th state, getting eaten alive by mosquitoes.
But mosquitoes are not their biggest problem.
Apparently invasive plants are.
Yes.
All right, well, thank you guys for watching. You'll have to catch the next episode to see what we get after in Alaska.
Yeah, we'll actually do some stuff.
Yeah, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate you guys for watching.